Hey guys, hey collective, my spiritual warriors, my spiritual assassins. I'm here to give out this channeled message, okay? How y'all doing? How's everybody been doing? I hope everybody's been good. Yeah, so I'm giving this message or whatever, this channeled message for the collectives, okay? Okay, for my collectives. I'm getting that some of you, I just keep hearing cutoff game is strong, okay? Some of you guys' cutoff game is so strong, so strong, okay? I'm getting that you cut some people off. And you did it so smooth. It was so smooth when you cut their ass off, okay? I'm getting by the time they even realized or looked around and realized that you was gone, yeah, you had stopped answering your phone. You did it so smooth. I'm getting at these same people, whatever, they used to isolate you anyway. They didn't want you around anyway. So you picked up what they was putting down and you just kind of stopped answering the phone, stopped showing up to family functions. Okay, I'm getting these people your family or close loved ones or close friends or whoever they were close to you, okay? So I get there was a time where you just kind of just was like, you know what, I'm getting too old for this, okay? My life is going in a different direction, and I'm getting so sick of feeling like the black sheep, because I'm getting these people try to make you feel like you was the black sheep of the family because it was times that you didn't want to show up to certain functions or whatever. Because I'm getting that it will be times that people, these same people, your family members, will try to invite you to events, but they will invite you at the last minute, okay? At the very last minute, when they was planning these things for months, okay? And they could have let you know months ahead of time, okay? But they invited you at the last minute, okay? And then I'm getting some people held some grudges against you because you didn't show up to these events. It was baby showers you didn't show up to, and weddings you didn't show up to, okay? Because I get people was, okay, so I get when they was planning these events and things like that, your name had came up. And so people was like, well, we don't know her number, or we ain't getting in touch with her. And there was one person who stepped up and said, oh, don't worry about it, I'll do it. Okay, but they took it upon themselves to invite you at the last minute, okay? When you got who gets invited to events at the last minute, okay? Especially when you got bills to pay, and it take, like, say for instance or whatever, it was a wedding, okay, and everybody else had their opportunity to get ready. You know, it takes months to plan a wedding, okay? It takes months to plan baby showers. It takes months to plan family get-togethers or whatever. But when somebody sit up and invite you at the last minute, call you, oh, I forgot to tell you, child, so and so event is tomorrow at 9:30. Oh, well, what am I supposed to wear? Like, what's the colors? What's this? What's that? Okay, you didn't have time to properly prepare like everybody else did. Okay, everybody else looking all good and dressed up, and then they wanted you, the person who invited you at the last minute, did that on purpose because they wanted you to show up looking a mess, okay? So they can talk about you and laugh at you because they know that if you would have showed up to the event, you was going to be the life of the party, okay? And, but they wanted to have something to talk about. Either they was intimidated, they didn't want you to come, or if you showed up, you would have been showing up unprepared, ill-prepared, different colors, you know, your nails not done, because you're the type of person, you don't like to go anywhere half-stepping. And why would you anyway? It's a wedding, it's a baby shower, it's a this, it's a that. It's an event with family, okay? Everybody else looking nice and you showing up at the last minute, especially if you got bills to pay, okay? I'm getting some of these people that they didn't know anything about responsibilities, okay? Because they were still staying at home with their moms, okay? Some of them was this go way back to when you was 18, 19, okay? Okay, people didn't want you and then the person who invited you, okay? When your name came after all the events and things like that, oh, well, what happened to so-and-so? Why they didn't show up? Oh, and the very person who invited you at the last minute lied and said, oh, well, she acted like she was she had too much going on, or she thinks she all that, she didn't want to show up, okay? Okay, and this kept happening over and over again because it's I'm getting this one, it was either one or two people in your family kept doing this crap because they knew that if you showed up, you was going to be the life of the party. They were going to, you were going to stand them up, okay? You weren't even thinking about them most of the time, okay? These people always had your name in their mouth every time you turn around, okay? They always wanted to convince people, certain people, that you thought you was all that, or that you had this and that going on, that you was slow, that you was a liar, that you was this, you was that, okay? I'm getting you, when you was going through certain situations in your life or whatever, they was laughing at the situation, talking about it, saying, oh, you're never going to get out of this situation or that situation, you're stupid for being in this situation, I would have did this, I would have did that type of situation, when they don't even have no understanding of other things that you've been through in your life, okay? But they laughed at your situations, okay? Some situations that you was in, because I get that you are the type of person that you outgrow any situation that you've been in. You're not the type of person that stay in it for long, and if you did stay in it for long, you had good reason, okay? But it's a lot of situations that you outgrow, okay? And these same people would sit here and laugh at you when you're in certain situations, okay? Saying, you're never gonna outgrow this situation, you stupid, this, that, and the third, okay? When they have parents that are in negative cycles, okay? And been in negative cycles before you was even born, okay? This is what they grew up in, okay? But they're talking about your situations, like you'll never get out of them, okay? I'm getting that you started getting sick of. I'm getting that these people would talk about you, right? And they never knew that a lot of this stuff would come back to you. And then they would see you, and they would act like they didn't, they would act like, oh, hey, how you doing? Well, nothing, like nothing ever happened, okay? These same people that were supposed to protect you and love you, okay? I'm getting that you fought some of these people's battles, okay? You did for some of these people, okay? I'm getting that you even put groceries in these people's houses, okay? And when you put food in their house, they didn't even call you and ask you if you wanted a plate, okay? Who does that? I'm also getting, you use your car as a taxi cab for some of these people, okay? And when you needed gas in your car, you couldn't call and ask these people for $5, $10, okay? And if you did ask them for money, they would tell the whole family you called and asked them for $10, $5, you're begging, okay? Or if you did some things for them or whatever, okay? Let's just say they borrowed some money from you, okay? But when it was time for you to borrow money from them, oh, now you're using them. You're trying to use them for what? They don't have anything, okay? I'm getting some of these people even like, you just outgrew these people, whatever. And even when you was answering the phone and talking to them, all they could talk about was things that was from the past, nothing new, okay? Because they didn't even really know you anymore like that. You kept these people out of your business because every time you turned around, you heard that they were saying things about you, talking about you, telling lies on you, okay? They even tried to turn some of your family members against you, like close families, your dad, your mom, your brothers, your sisters, okay? They'll call you talking about, call your other family members that's close to you, asking where you were at, but they won't pick up the phone and ask where you were. I'm getting that. It was times that you even had to walk or whatever. And this is the city that you were born and raised in, okay? It was times you had to walk or catch the bus or whatever. These same people would ride right past you, okay? Act like they didn't see you, or either ride past you and honk the horn and keep going. And then they would go and tell another family member, oh, I saw so-and-so walking in the, or I saw so-and-so at the mall or catching the bus or whatever the case. But they couldn't tell that person how they never stopped and asked you for a ride or asked you if you needed a ride, okay? They just kept gossip going all the time, okay? And I'm getting, this was like auntie, like people that you would think that they're supposed to protect you, okay? They're supposed to teach you something in life, okay? You were twice these people's, like, these people were twice your elder, okay? Some of these people were older than you, okay? They were older than you. They were your auntie. They were either cousins that were older than you, okay? Older women in your family, but they never took the time to teach you anything, okay? Teach you how to be a woman, how to be a lady. You had to learn that on your own, okay? And then when you did come into your own and be a woman or whatever, they were jealous and they had things to say about you, okay? Some people even made up some lies or whatever, saying that you wanted to sleep with their husbands, okay? Why would you want to sleep with their husbands? Out of anybody, out of all the people in the world, okay? They made up things like that about you, okay? And they thought you didn't know these things or whatever, but you found out these things. And it's like, it's always, the gossip that they were saying, it always came back to you some kind of way. It doesn't matter how or who, people that did F with you, like, I'm getting these people had it out for you ever since you was a child, okay? Some of these women in your family was touched and molested, okay? Some of them were mentally challenged, okay? Some of them were in abusive relationships, okay? Some of these people were just drunks. They were thieves, okay? These are the same people, whatever, that when you was around them, you saw a lot of things going on that shouldn't have been happening, okay? And I'm getting whatever that, when you would find out certain things, excuse me, that these people were saying about you, okay? You would be like, well, damn, I would never think that this person would say that because I guess they forgot. I know their information, okay? Or for a long time or whatever, you kept your mouth shut or whatever about these people that was talking about you, but then there was a point in time where you got tired of that crap. It hurt your feelings. So then when you started hearing these same people still talking about you, okay, times that you was coming up and just was feeling misunderstood, okay, as a young adult, these are the same people that should have called you and said, hey, do you need anything? I heard you was going through such and such, okay, can I help you through some situation? These people never even gave you anything. I'm forgetting birthdays, holidays, they never gifted you with anything. Your parents took care of you, okay? And these same people would just talk about you. So then you got tired of it and you was like, okay, well, yeah, let me spread some of their tea around because this is the truth. These are true tea. This is true tea. The shit they saying is lies. Okay. And then there was this, let me see, I feel like also it's one specific cousin or whatever. I'm getting that when you was coming up or whatever, okay, in your family, you was the lit one. You was a lit cousin, okay? You had cousins, okay, that used to hang out with a lot. You was lit. They always wanted to come spend the night. Hold on, you guys. This train kills me. Okay, guys. I didn't want to stay gone for too long. Okay, but that train is so loud. Okay, yeah. So I got Earth Angel. Okay, divorce in disguise. Okay, so a lot of these people, like I said, you was a lit cousin, but a lot of these people had disguised emotions about you. Okay, okay, you was the one that But there's this one cousin. Okay, I feel like he or she just was just very bitchy. Okay, and I always felt the need to talk about, like, have a conversation about you. Anytime she was talking to the family, she always brought you up. Okay. I'm getting that it was, and it got to the point where it's like, it's not even too much, like, why are you always talking about this person? I get that. And you felt like, dang, why is this girl or guy why this girl or this nigga always got my name in their mouth? Okay? Like, what? I'm getting that person just loved the attention that they got from talking about you. Okay? Because you was a lit one. Okay? But they got to a point or whatever. I'm getting it. They started smelling their ass or whatever. And getting older or whatever. They were jealous of you, okay? Because you jumped off the porch early, okay? You had a job early. You learned how to drive early, okay? You moved out of your parents' house early, okay? You was just always like that type of person that was on your feet. You know, you weren't. It wasn't like you was fast or whatever, but you was like the motivation that you got from your parents or whatever. You just couldn't wait to get out into the world or whatever and do your own thing, okay? And I'm getting some of these people, they were slow, okay, to do that. Still staying with their parents or whatever at 18, 19, 20, you moved out. Okay, as soon as you got an opportunity to, I'm getting sometimes, yeah, a couple times you had to go back home with your parents or whatever. But you were all a lot more independent than these other people in your family. And so things that you had going on in your life or whatever, they felt like this one person, okay, this cousin or whatever, felt like you just had a lot of shit to talk about. They didn't have nothing going on, okay. But I'm getting this was like kind of like a thorn in your side. Okay, and also the earth angel came out. Yeah, you're an earth angel. Okay. You know, a lot of people, when you, even now or whatever, with you going into your shell or whatever, family members are still asking about you. Why family members, where you at, concerned about you, okay? They're still concerned or whatever. But I feel like you took a moment to heal from this situation because a lot of the things that you was going through in your life, you felt like they didn't understand. They were just sitting back talking and running their mouth and they didn't understand, and they should have been more, sincere and should have been more loving towards you, because there was things, when you're a young adult and you're going through life or whatever, and you're going through things that people don't understand, it's like you always should have a big sister or a big brother or whatever that'll come to you and talk to you. But I'm getting, you didn't have that, okay? You always had people jealous or whatever of you, okay? And not really even knowing the circumstances or whatever, but speaking on it, okay? And then I'm getting also that when you did move out, you would let certain people, like close people, like not just anybody. Yeah, I'm getting, you weren't really vocal about this, okay? Vocal card came out. You weren't really vocal about how you felt about this, but you could. It's like you intuitively knew that these people didn't have nothing of value to teach you. Okay, you look, and then it's like you look at other people's relationship with their families. Okay, let's just say whatever you go on. This is around the time Facebook came out or whatever. I'm assuming I'm gonna say my collective is anywhere between 20 and 50. Okay. But younger coming up or whatever, we didn't really have the internet yet like that or whatever, so it was always family. But then when the internet did start, I'm getting, you would get on Facebook or whatever, or social media, and see people giving thanks to their cousins, their families, their family members, their nieces. Okay, auntie, this is my favorite auntie. I'm getting, you didn't have like a lot of that camaraderie feeling. Okay, you felt alone. You didn't have, you look back or whatever, you started to look back and say, like, dang, like, instead of, you just had a bunch of women, okay, in your family, and sometimes the boys too, just picking on you, okay, just picking on you, never had anything of value to teach you, okay. I'm getting, your mom was your backbone, okay, and your father, possibly your father was your backbone as well, okay, your mom, your mother, okay, because these people didn't have anything of value to teach you, okay. And your mom, I'm getting something, there were times you would cry, okay, because it was, when you're young, you're thinking the whole world is coming down, like what things that happen to you, your whole world is over, okay. But I'm getting, nobody came in to comfort you but your mom, okay. People just used to, I'm getting, you was always ahead of your time for your fashion as well. People just used to nitpick you about your fashion. But when people actually started wearing, let's just say, for example, whatever, you was the first person who started wearing like maybe whatever fashion or whatever, some nice little heels or whatever that weren't in fashion at the time. You was like ahead of your time, and people like, oh, why are you wearing this? Why are you wearing that? And then a few years later, everybody else is wearing it. I'm getting even your hairstyles. People will be like, oh, talk about your hairstyles. But you kept your hair done, you kept your nails done, okay? You kept yourself up, okay? And people always took the initiative to like kind of nitpick you all the time. And you used to think, why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you are God's chosen one, okay? Okay, and these people, they felt like you was defiant, okay? They felt like he was defiant. You didn't follow the rules or whatever rules, okay? But it's like I feel like rules are meant to be broken. Like, who made up the rules, okay? Now, as long as you ain't breaking the law, I feel like that's okay. I don't feel like he was the type of person that even broke the law. But when it came to being like a follower and being like everybody else, you did not want to be a follower, okay? You was a lover, okay? And deep down inside or whatever, you had like love in your heart, but people just, you felt like these people around you didn't deserve your love because of the way they were treating you. And then you had people that would say to you, oh, but they family, oh, but this, or oh, but that. But it's like, oh, okay, if they family or whatever, they should know better than to not be doing these type of things or whatever that push you away. Okay, instead of you was like, I'm not putting, you got to the point where you're not putting up with that excuse, oh, this is family, just because they family, they allowed to hurt you. Started drawing boundaries in your life. Okay, You're like, I'm not gonna put up with this. If my family is acting like my enemy, then that's just what it is. Okay, enemy card came out. Okay, you had to heal from this. Okay, some sort of Pisces came out. Pisces came out. Okay, you have a brilliant mind. Okay, you're a lover. You're sweet. You're an earth angel. Okay, I'm getting you. There were certain people like you may have had like a cousin or somebody you was close to or whatever. You let them come and stay with you. Okay, then they talked about you. They told all your business. Okay. I'm getting the card witchcraft came out. I'm even getting somebody said witchcraft, okay? Somebody close to you. Somebody you let stay with you, okay? They took something from your house. Okay? Because I'm getting the feeling that after they left your house, you got real sick. I'm getting that you put them out your house or whatever because they wasn't even supposed to be there to stay long, okay? I mean, you had fell out with this person anyway or whatever, and I feel like this person had told you once before to kiss their tail, and you was hanging on a limb with them or whatever, and then they had to come back to your table or whatever after they stabbed you in the back. And you, even after that, they didn't have anywhere to stay, and you still gave them somewhere to stay. You felt bad for them. And then when they didn't even pay no bills in your house, honey. They didn't help you pay bills. They didn't help you. I'm getting some of these people even had kids. They was running around tearing up your house. They would sleep all day, smoke weed all night. Just being a bum in your house, and you couldn't afford it anymore. Your parents was like, you gotta let these people go. I get it, get out your house or whatever. And so when you told them it was over or whatever, I'm getting they smiled in your face, gave you a hug and left or whatever. But they snuck something of yours out of your house. Could have been a comb, could have been some hair, could have been a piece of cloth or something. And they put witchcraft on you. The witchcraft card came out. But I'm getting that, and then once this happened, whatever, you got real sick when you left your house. Real sick. They wanted you to die. They wanted you to die over the fact that that you put them out of your house, okay? Like that wasn't your problem anymore, okay? I'm getting you let this person stay in your house a few times. And every single time something happened and end up leaving, okay? I'm getting this person could just, this type of person that could never get on their feet. It was always coming to stay here and there and everywhere, okay? Traveling around this place, that place, or whatever. Traveling in different states, coming back. And God knows where this person been. And you got to a point where you was like, this was a point in your life or whatever where you just turned everything around. And then people are like, oh, you changed something different about you. Why? Because you're not letting them shit on you anymore. Okay? You're not letting people, sit here and stay in your house for free and then telling all your business, okay? Talking about you like a dog while they standing in your house or whatever, knowing they don't have nowhere to stay at. I'm getting their parents or their mom didn't even F with them like that, okay? There was the domestic abuse situation with their child's father or the boyfriend or whatever. And you was like, not over here. You didn't even have a man staying with you. You had your own mess, your own crap, your own house, your own apartment, your own car. Okay? I'm getting it. And even if you needed a place to stay, this person would have never gave you a place to stay at, okay? So you just cut it all out. You cut all this stuff out of your life, okay? Your cutout game was strong, like I said. When they turn around and I'm even getting like, before I forget, y'all, I got this vision popping up on my head of someone saying that you were pregnant at one point when you wasn't. Somebody went around telling lies or whatever, talking about a pregnancy of yours that you wasn't. You're like, what in the hell? I'm getting that, like, some of the things that you used to hear that people would say about you, it's like you was famous. It's like, how they make up rumors about famous people, and I'm getting some of the things that you would hear of that people would say would just be so outlandish. You're like, what? Where did they get this from? Okay, you start to realize that these people were just miserable. The same people, and I guess what? I get the feeling that these same people, whatever, that was talking about you, that was laughing at your situation, saying that you ain't gonna never get out of this and get out of that. I get that every triumph that you triumphed over, okay, these people still didn't want to give you your credit, okay? They still didn't want to credit God for blessing you or for you being an earth angel. You being blessed, okay? You being having gifts, okay? Being intuitive, being empathic. They didn't want to give it to you, okay? They said they made up lies saying you was doing magic and witchcraft, that you was doing it, but they was doing it, okay? Do people know that gossip is a form of witchcraft, okay? It's in the Bible, okay? Speaking down on people's name, okay? You can speak somebody's situation, okay? So when people sit and talk about life and death is in the power of the tongue, okay? Or when you would tell somebody or something that you had going on, something good in your life that was going on or whatever, I'm getting the minute you got off the phone with them or the minute you was not around them, they immediately start praying praying against it, that you didn't receive it, that you didn't get it, okay? And I feel like people did that not because they didn't like they didn't want you that because they didn't have it, but they didn't want you to ever in your life feel secure with anything, okay? This was all about their feelings or your feelings, how they wanted you to feel, because feelings card came out. They were addicted to that. Someone was addicted to always making sure that you never felt safe or solid in your life. You never felt blessed. Okay, you never felt special. Okay, you never felt like these people never wanted you to even be like you. They didn't want you to feel loved. They didn't want you to have any good feelings ever. Okay, and you sit and ask yourself why? Because you're chosen. You're the chosen one. Okay. Okay, heavy restrained and heavy came out. Okay, you restrained yourself from these people because it was too heavy for you to deal with these people. They had all kinds of issues, inner issues. Okay, you balanced yourself out. Okay, and then you even got tired of being around people that was begging all the time, cheap ass people that never had no money but was always talking about somebody else's pockets. Okay, cheap. You just like, well, if I'm gonna be around people, you got tired of being around people. If I'm gonna be around people, they need to have something, some money or something to offer me, and not always take from my cup. I always want to stay with me. I always want to ride. I always want this. I always want that. I always want somebody to like grown ass women or whatever, grown ass men, always trying to take from your cup. Okay, they want gifts from you. For what? So they can feel secure in life. But you got gifts, okay? You're secure and you're blessed. The blessings card came out. Okay? You already know not to deal with these people anymore because you kept giving these people chance after chance after chance after chance, and they just kept breaking your heart. And so then you got to a point where you was like, this is immature for me to keep thinking that these people, because I understand or whatever, because these people are family to you or whatever. But you got to the point where you like, I don't give a damn if they're family, if they my mama, if they my daddy, if they my cat, if they my dog. If they disrespecting me, they gotta go. Period. They gotta go. Your cutoff game was so strong, like it's like you'll drop off the map or whatever. Because people, I get that people feel like they could just. I get people was even calling your flight when they would call you. They would call you three-way with other people on the phone, like you didn't know what was going on, and you'll be like, let me call you back. Yep, let me call you back. Hang up right in their face sometimes. Why are people calling you three-way? This is something we do in high school, like. Yeah, you didn't approve of a lot of stuff that they was doing. It was just acting like they could treat you any kind of way or whatever, and that you could bounce back from it. They felt like you could bounce back from it because you're strong. A lot of shit that you, when you're like, I get people wanting to apologize to you now. Yeah, apology card came out. Some kind of woman wanted to apologize to you, may have been apologized, may have been apologetic, and it says money. Okay, probably because you came into some money, or maybe they want to give you some money. I don't know. Let me see what comes out after money. The Most High has blessed you with some money. So the Most High has blessed you with some money, or is about to bless you with some money. And so many people are going to be apologetic because they're broke. They're going to be apologetic. Okay, when God bless you, He's going to bless you with the coup de grace. Okay, He's going to bless you so hard in the face of these people that these people are going to be apologetic. I'm sorry, I'm sorry I treated you like crap when you was going through all your mess. Because I'm getting all the things that you went through in life and was going through. These people never made you feel safe in life. Ever. Some of y'all might even have parents that passed away. And you thought like these people would have at least kind of like took you in spiritually and emotionally and wanted to give you some sort of, love or care, but they didn't have it to give. Okay, these people grouped up on you instead. It was a group of people that did this to you. Okay, and we haven't even got to the friend, or maybe these were friends or whatever, but most of them was family. Okay, you're gonna inherit some sort of money. Okay, I'm getting you inherited some sort of money in the past too, and people were trying to steal from you. Somebody stole your inheritance or whatever, that you inherited something. Somebody in your family passed away. You inherited something from this person, but they didn't tell you about it. They didn't tell you. It was people that didn't tell you about this. Let's just say maybe a great aunt or a grandmother that passed away or whatever. They left you something, and these people stole it. They'll never admit it. They'll never let you know. This was unexpected or whatever, because I get that the person who found out thought that they were going to be left something. They might have been left something, but still, you was left something as well, and they didn't like that. They're like, well, why did she get left something? Why did he get left something? And even though they was left with something as well, they didn't want you to have it, what you was left with. So they stole it. Oh, these people not my family. Okay, they was born in the same bloodline. These people are not my family. You're breaking generational curses in your life because for one, you're putting your foot down. These people love to stay in toxic cycles. Okay, they'll stay somewhere or whatever where somebody is treating them like crap, and they expected you to do that. Okay, so they started hating you because you did not accept their BS. Okay, you did not accept their lies. You did not accept the fact that this is not how family is supposed to be. This is not how family's supposed to carry on. But damn, what's going on? Okay. You kept your thoughts silent or whatever, and you kept your head up, and you kept moving forward. Okay, you was like, these people, I don't need these people anyway. They haven't done anything for me. It's like they don't. nothing that you can say that these people have built a foundation. It's like when they walk away out your life, or they people get mad about, I don't want to call her no more. It doesn't affect you at all, because it's like they don't have. It's like they feel like they pulling the rug from under you by walking away from you when they didn't give you. They don't have anything. There's no rug up under you, honey. And it was lying talking about you was burning bridges. What bridge? It was never a bridge. No one ever came to you and said, hey, if you need anything, you can come to me, and you know, if you need anything, call me. And I'm getting the people that did, they were just saying it out their mouth, because when you actually did call them and start acting funny, like you was begging them, like they didn't tell you to call them, like he was a stranger. Okay, you might be a Scorpio or a Leo, or yeah, this person might be a Scorpio or Leo. Somebody might be a Scorpio or Leo that did this to you. Forgive card came out. Yeah, you're a warrior. Warrior card came out. Okay, you're a warrior in the face of these dusty, demonic people. Okay. You have someone, God has a destination for you to go, and these people can't go with you, okay? So it's good that you dusted them off. It might have hurt, okay, to cut some people off. I'm getting, it was like this one last person too, like you're like, okay, I still love so-and-so, whatever, because I'm not going to cut them off. I'm going to still, like, you know, hold them in high honor or whatever. But I'm getting, they fell off the pedestal too. It was the last straw. It was the last straw. I was like, dang, that was the last person. The one last person that I trusted, okay, that I felt like, okay, they could stay, yeah, like they could, you know, but they came coming off. And I'm feeling like the Most High did this, okay? That the Most High was pushing you to get these people from around you, okay? Because he's taking you places that these people cannot go, okay? You survived all this because you are a warrior, okay? It's like you it's kind of like you scoff at people in the street, like you're like, I battled my whole family, okay, and friends, and so when a stranger try to, like, you know, cut you off or come in thinking they're gonna play it in your face, you scoff at that, because you're like, baby, do you even know? I'm a spiritual assassin, okay? My cutoff game is so strong that I can see you one day or whatever and fall off the map and not see you ever again, okay? You could be living about 10, 20 miles away from family members. Guess what? They can come to your door and knock, you won't answer. They can call your phone 20 times, you don't care. You're not gonna answer. If you don't want to talk to them, you don't. They don't have anything of essence, you know, of anything good to give you. It's not gonna do you any good. Even if you said to yourself, because I remember I went through a situation where I was invited, okay, somewhere to go somewhere out of town with someone, okay, a family member, and the whole and I was like, I didn't want to go. I got the feeling that I just did not want to go. It's like I love this person or whatever, and I was okay with this person, but I hadn't seen this person in a while, and I just felt funny. I didn't really want to go, but I went because we were going to see someone else or whatever that in our family that I had never met, but the person who invited me met, but I didn't get a chance to meet this person. It's like my mom's sister. Okay, and my aunt was asking me to go somewhere, but the whole time we went on a trip, this woman nagged me, picked on me, made me feel like it was just like, okay. So I'm getting some people and like, even like people know that you are not, even like now when they invite you somewhere, or if they even have the nerve to invite you somewhere, that you're not going anyway. So I'm getting that people will not, they'll stop themselves from inviting you because they don't want to get their feelings hurt. Like they'll say, oh well, I would have invited her, but she was just gonna say no anyway. Like who what does it matter? What does it matter? Give me that invite, or let me choose. But the fact that you wouldn't have wanted to go, that would have crushed their world, okay? So they didn't give you an invite, or that when they did invite you somewhere, you came out, they made you feel uncomfortable when you did go. So you just stopped going. You were just like, I'm not going. If I could have been at home in my house, who does that? Who invites you somewhere, go somewhere? You didn't ask these people, hey, can I come to your this? Hey, can I come to your house? Hey, can we go get this and that together? You didn't ask, they asked you. And then when you guys were out and about, they made you feel like shit, or tried to make you feel like shit. So yeah, you're like, yeah, won't do that no more. And there's a few of you, okay, that's listening, that your mom tried to warn you about these people a long time ago. I'm getting that your mom tried to warn you about these people a long time ago, okay? This might be your dad's side of the family, or a specific side of the family, okay? She tried to warn you about these people a long time ago. She told you about, but you probably felt like she just didn't want you around these people because she had some sort of vendetta with your dad or certain people in the family. No. I'm getting, you found out that, yes, you see why now. You see why your mom tried to keep you away from these people. Because all they cause is heartbreak, okay? They'll send you on the path. They'll have you feeling like, well, why me? Okay, I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm the black sheep of the family. Well, guess what? We're getting rid of that word black sheep, okay? Because ain't no such thing as a black sheep, okay? Maybe you're a lamb. You're an eagle. That's something they'll never know nothing about, okay? Okay, so I'm going to pull a few cards for you guys. because I know how it feels to be, going through situations with your family and with friends. Okay, no support. Okay, but God was standing there the whole time supporting you. Okay. Okay. Let's see what comes out. A little message for you at the end, at the end, so I can end this. Okay, you guys. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles came out, the Ten of Cups, the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, and the Hangman came out. Okay, the Six of Cups talks about financial harmony. Okay. And generosity and sharing. You're getting some people that are coming in your life, okay, that are next, because all of these people have been wiped out. You cut them off, okay. You're gonna get people in your life that are gonna be generous to you, okay. Six of Pentacles mean generosity. They're gonna be generous to you, okay. Financially generous, okay. Maybe either the one happily giving or the one generously receiving, okay. So they're gonna be more giving, okay. This is what you need. Ten of Cups. You're gonna have a family, okay. So the Ten of Cups is the embodiment of happiness and joy and harmonious family. Okay, you're going to have a spiritual family. Okay, God is going to give you a spiritual family. You're going to be harmonious and happy with this new family. Okay, this might even have something to do with romantic. Okay, signify a deeply satisfying romantic relationship outside of interpersonal relationship. So yeah, Ten of Cups, you're going to have a romantic relationship as well, and you may form a family with them too. Ten of Cups, that's what that means. Yeah, you're going to form a family with in a romantic relationship with a man or a woman. Okay, the High Priestess, the ruler of unconsciousness. Okay, and beckons you to pass through the veil. Look inward. Your intuition. Everything that your intuition is telling you has always been right. Okay, the High Priestess, trust yourself. You knew that these people were not good for you. You knew to cut them off, and you know that you're going to have a family that you can create it on your own. Okay. Let's see what else the High Priestess is. It says your intuitive sense right now is providing you with useful information and assisting you to become more in touch with your subconscious mind. Okay, higher power, secrets, mystery. Okay, you could be even a little psychic or whatever. Listen to the Holy Spirit or whatever because they're speaking to you. It's gonna guide you. Okay, you're the High Priestess. This is why these people shunned you. Okay, because they knew that you had gifts. Okay, they knew you were psychic. They knew you were intuitive. They knew that you was picking up what they were putting down the whole time. They knew that you knew they were fake and all that. You didn't fit in with these people. Okay, the Four of Wands, stability, fulfillment, and harmony. Okay. It says perhaps you have reached a milestone in your project. So you may have a project that you're doing, or a project may be coming up. Okay, you're going to succeed with that project. Also associated with home. Okay. Good chance to spend quality time with your friends and family. Like I said, the new friends and family that you have obtained, spend time with them or whatever, because yeah, this is gonna bring you harmony. Okay, you're gonna get a whole community that's gonna celebrate you. Okay, harmony, community celebrations. They're gonna be celebrating you. Okay, they're not gonna be stabbing you in your back and talking gossiping about you. Okay, they're gonna be uplifting you and celebrating your wins. Okay, and not celebrating your losses like these people. The Hangman. Okay. Yes, it depicts a shameful image of a traitor being punished. Okay, these people, they are being punished in public right now. These same people that did to you. Okay, like it's not even behind closed doors. Everybody knows what they're going through, and they're being punished in the public. Okay, because that's the karma they get from God. Okay, you're looking at the world in a different perspective. You're calm and serene. Okay. And you're in the Hangman by your own choice, okay? It says self-sacrifice, new perspectives, and suspension. You're hanging in suspension, okay? Because that is your choice to do so. Okay, nobody put you in a hangman position, okay? Nobody forced you into a hangman position. You're there on your own, by your own doing. Just like anything that you go through right now, and you feel like, oh, I'm gonna go through things, okay? Life is about ups and downs, but it's not gonna be because of the emotional pain and scars that these people caused you, okay? These people were supposed to be your family, but they misused you, okay? They misused you, they misguided you, they pulled the veil over your eyes, they pulled wool over your eyes, okay? But God was watching, okay? I want to pull one more card to see what the Most High wants to say. Whatever you think about doing, yes, do it, okay? And the money card, okay? So something that has to do with your money, do it, okay? Definitely do it. Okay, there's gonna be some kind of move, or this could be telling you move, do it, move, do it now, do it. Okay, you don't have any blockages came up upside down. Okay, let me see one more. Family. Okay, family. What about family? Okay, I get that you're gonna have. It says family card and girlfriend came out. Okay, so I get that you are going to have a girlfriend that may become your family. Okay, like a good old friend. I mean, if you're a female girlfriend, you know, a good old, you know, friend girl, she's gonna become your family or your friend, your best friend. Okay, millionaire card came out too. Okay, so your money. Okay, your money. Millionaire card. When millionaire card come out, and I feel like that's, yeah, you're gonna be untouchable. Okay. When millionaire card came out, to me, that's speaking about, yes, your money. Okay, so you may be a millionaire in the future, child, and these same people are gonna come rushing back to your to your table. Okay, all the things you've been through, you deserve it. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Until the next time, see you later.